Alright, so Shalom. First off, give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Karkodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to you brothers out there pushing this truth for all honesty and sincerity. Okay. Going back to the names, Yahweh, alright, which means he is or he exists, which is God's name. Yahweh Shai, which is he is deliverer or he is savior. Alright, so it's your brother Mayab, and I'm back with another lesson. Give me like 2 seconds. So, here we go. So, we're going to be talking about, turn this down a little bit more. That's good. And so, today, we're going to be talking about the chip. Now, we already know what the chip is. If you don't, if you knew, it's the Motb. We're going to see what the Motb is. Alright. Basically, it's the mark, okay, that everybody talks about receiving in their hand and their forehead, okay. And this is prophecy, because we have to. This has to come to pass, before World War III, kick off and stuff like that. This has to come. This is one of the prophecies that must come to pass. So we're gonna get into it. I'm not going to try to be long-winded on this one. Like yesterday, I said, I'm not gonna be long-winded. I'm thinking I'm only gonna be like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then the video was almost an hour or so. But it was edifying, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this. But y'all can see on the screen. All right, RFID chip. They got something like, what does the RFID chip do? Radio frequency identification technology uses radio waves to identify people or objects. This is a device that reads information contained in a wireless device or a tag from a distance without making any physical contact or requiring a line of sight. That's what they say. So basically, they're gonna be trying to chip. They gonna chip a lot of people. All right. Now within that chip, it's gonna be able to, read all your data. It's gonna have everything about you. Okay, it's gonna have everything about you. And basically, at the end of the day, what Esau is trying to do, the higher ups in this society, especially y'all see the robots that came out with Elon Musk, which he already been talking about brain implants, which we can probably find an article on that. See, so in this article it says Elon Musk Neuralink is a brain chip startup that aims to develop a brain-computer interface. Okay, so what Esau's trying to do, man, he's trying to put a soul inside of a chip. Like, he wants your soul to be inside of a chip, but that's impossible. You can't control people's souls. You know, those are the limits that the higher ups want to go in order to destroy the Israelites. Mainly all, you know, it was an article, and I'm gonna quote it. You can go look it up. Um, it was talking about, it was like 4 billion. You know, they want half of the planet um, basically dead. You know, they want them out of here. So, um, you know, and then with the remainder or whatever they have, you know, they can have them like robots, you know, and Esau, you know, they show you in the movies uh, all the time that they be having these robots to tell you what to do. Like, I was listening to one of the brothers earlier, he was talking about, you know, how you wake up, the robot tell you what to do, when to brush your teeth, when to eat breakfast, when you're late, what's your blood pressure, all to be like over you. It ain't nothing but just another slave. But Esau claimed that he don't be into that and be like, no, everybody is equal. But you're chipping people so they can be, a robot is a slave. Let's be honest. A robot, you tell a robot to do something and it does it. Since if that's not really working that well with human beings, then that's why they come out with a chip. Going back to that chip. So, and they gonna try to, you know, do what they do with you. But we gonna go ahead and pull up some scriptures, man. Like I said, it's 7 minutes. So let's go ahead and get some. Uh, Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. It says, And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, okay, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. Now, when it's talking about the image, it's not talking about that picture of Caesar Borgia, okay? It's not talking about that Jesus Christ photo that y'all always see. It's not talking about that. All right, the beast and his image is this system, America, that that little horn. Okay, this is nothing but Rome all over again. Every society that Rome, that the Edomites was ruling, they have always had a falling kingdom. But the kingdom that's coming up next will not fall. Um, it says, and receive. So it says, and receive his mark. Okay, in his hand or in his forehead. So let me see. Just want to go to some.
Strong's G 5480. Charakma.
All right, Kardagma. It says a stamp. an imprinted mark. The mark branded on, and it say upon horses. But when you go to the root word, and I can look up this too, it says a scratch or itching stamp. But when you go here, right?
Strong's G 5482. Charax. Charax.
What does it say? A pale, a stake, pales between. So watch this. So we seen stamp, okay? So now, because this the judgment. This scripture is the judgment for taking that chip. So let me go ahead and get into this. So let me get Revelation 13 and 15. Show y'all what I'm talking about. Revelation 13 and 15, it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay, they talking about he should be killed. And let me go back to this. Let me type in this. Uh, I just wanted to go back just so I can see. And hold on, let me go down. A stamp, a itch, imprinted. Okay, just to show y'all, like it's imprinted. Okay, it's an imprinted mark. I skipped over that. That's why I was a little. That's why I had to go back to correct myself. So yeah, it's an imprinted mark. All right, and then that's why it says scratch and you know, like a stamp and all this other stuff. But it says imprinted mark. Okay. So let me go ahead and get. Let me go back to Revelation 13. What we was at? I'm gonna read over 15 one more time. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So it says receive a mark. And let's go back. It's the same thing. Again, that word mark, imprinted. Okay. Um. So now let me get Revelation. Let me get Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4. And there went out another horse, was red. Okay, and the power was given him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. All right, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. All right, now we already know who that's talking about. All right, so verse 5. Uh, and when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, "Come and see." And I beheld, and lo, a black horse. Now this black horse, this represents famine. Okay, because there's going to be great famines. All right, it's going to be people who it's going to be a great famine, man. It's going to be people out here starving. If you're not used to, see, personally, I'm used to fasting. So me not eating, me eating one time a day is not nothing new to me. You know, just because if I wanted to, if I wasn't to eat, for a couple of days. But it's people who really don't, there's people who eat a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like that as in like I'm struggling and stuff. I'm just saying that is in a way of like my body is trained to go through these type of conditions, and I never knew why I used to little testimony. I never knew why I used to just not really fit well with the food sources that was like McDonald's, Taco Bell, fast food, even like Chipotle's and stuff like that. I read, when it come to Issachar food, like Mexican food, that's cool. But like I don't, I couldn't mess with that Chinese, and you can't eat that. But all the outside sources, and I always used to be like a type of person that like to make his own food, get it if I can. If I could have got it from the butcher house, I would have. I was more of a sourceful man like that. So everything was more of an organic type deal. So me having some potatoes, um, some grass fed, steak, you know what I'm saying, and having some, I don't know, potatoes and some asparagus, that's fine with me. I can drink water throughout the whole day if I wanted to. But it's gonna be times when you're not gonna be able to have that, and we entering into them times. So this black horse that is speaking about represents famine, and what my little testimony is to tell y'all as well is that it's a lot of people that's gonna be killed because they not gonna take this. They not gonna take that mark, and when you don't take that mark, you can't go up. You can't go up to Esau. I need to start doing more news videos too. But if you don't take that mark, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get your victuals. You're not gonna get your victuals, your rations, whatever you want to call it. You're not gonna get your food. You're not gonna get clothes. You're not gonna get anything. You're not gonna get no house. You're not gonna get no money. You're not gonna get no diapers for your kids. You're not getting water. Any of that. And once Esau cuts that off from you, then you got constant concentration camps are everywhere and everything. So this is a this is a very big prophecy that must take place before we are swooped up out of here. Lord willing, we are the people, and we do make it up out of here. So that's that black horse. So it says, and he sat on him, had a pair of balances in his hand. Okay. So let me get verse 6. All right. It says, and I heard a voice in the midst of four beasts say, I measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. Okay, talking about the money, what's going on, as we can tell that the inflation is all the way through the roof. Just, hey man, it's in every empire from Rome to now, man. With every captivity, um, it's bad, man, and the inflation is too high. The dollar means nothing. A thing of eggs is fucking $20. You only get paid $100 a week. It's bad times, man. You know what I'm saying? It's bad times. Some brothers can't get jobs. Some brothers got disabilities, and brothers just trying to eat and can't eat. So when you go to this word penny,
Strong's G 1220. Denarion. Denarion.
and what this mean? A Roman silver coin in the New Testament. A number after 217 BC increased to 16, about 3.8 grams or 1375 ounces. It was the principal silver coin of the Roman Empire uh, the principal silver coin. So what we can do is, since y'all like looking at some information with me, we actually gonna look this up as well. It says from a parable of labors, boom boom boom. So we can see what that is. It says pence, a denarius. All right, it says a denarius. So we gonna go ahead and see what's up with this. Now hold on. Matter of fact, let me go to this tab. That was the lesson yesterday. I see why that lesson took kind of long. Denarius. So as we can see, obviously was the primary silver coin of the Roman for nearly 500 years. And this is it. And that's why I said these people are the same people. Okay. These are the same people. These are Edomites. We are still amongst the Edomites. The Edomites are not done away with. These are still the Romans, whatever you want to call them. It says that denarius was introduced since 217 BC and became the standard coin for the Roman Republic and Empire. Okay, so that's some history for y'all. I can go to some images as well. Just like to scroll through Julius Caesar. You know, they got, but this is it right here. Okay. That's why I said, man, nothing is new under the sun. You know, that's in the scriptures. Nothing is new. So let's go ahead and go back Cause this is all about the chip at the end of the day. Like I said, you take that chip, your ass is grass, man. Y'all watching me outside gonna destroy your ass. He gonna destroy your ass. But let me go to verse 7. Hold on. Revelation chapter 6, verse 7, it says, "And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, 'Come and see.'" All right. Verse 8, it says, "And I looked, and behold, a pale horse." Okay. This pale horse is Jacob's trouble. All right. It says, and behold, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that was on him was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beast of the earth. Okay. So now, because Jacob's trouble, man, this is Jacob's trouble, man. It's bad. Jake already going through it, man. It's only gonna get worse. You females, man, y'all. Once you can't get your tampons and pads no more, man, you can hang that shit up. It's gonna be Isaiah 4:1, and we ain't gonna be dealing with you. This is Genesis chapter 47, verse 13. It says, "And there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore, so that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by reason of the famine." Verse 14, "And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan for the corn which they brought. And Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house." Okay. Verse 15, it says, and when the money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, 'Give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence? For the money faileth.'" This place is failing, man. It's cooked. That's why they they have all these things, and now it's to the point that they got agents coming to the camps. They got more they got because they trying to scope out who they can try to get on these last days to try to take out as many uh as they can, you know. But in one way of doing that, to eliminate Jake from off the face of the earth, is by famine. All right. But Esau don't know that Yahweh over there moving his pieces, man. And he don't know that every move that he make is ordained by God. All right, so it's ordained by him. So like, you think you in control, but you're not. You're just doing the will of Satan. You're doing the will of you got, because you have Yahweh, and then you have Satan. Okay, and if Satan's physical counterpart will be Esau. Okay, the Idumean, the Caucasus man. All right, the wild man. Okay, the red man with blind hair and blue eyes. Okay, it ain't because you got brown Edomites too. You got Edomites that had sexual relations with African women and Jamaican women, and and the kid come out looking like a Jake, but it's an Edomite, you know. And so it's not really about, but it's just an indication who we know today, who they are, you know. That's why how we know that the Edomites aren't done away with, because they're walking every single day and they're shopping with us every single day. You know what I'm saying? So but they money coming down, and I've been seeing lately in these grocery stores, because I go to the grocery store quite frequently with my elders, and I be seeing more and more Edomites start being in our community, showing that the curses are starting to fall upon them because their society is collapsing. So let me get let me go ahead and get this Daniel, because this ain't nothing but Rome all over again. This Daniel 7:7, it says, after this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and in it had great iron teeth, and it devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it. All right, so that iron great teeth, you know, that's that because you gotta understand, Rome back then, they had some power, all right, and they had weaponry. They had, they learned a lot. They learned a lot. Okay, when it came to like warfare and stuff. All right, when you look at the history of it, which you will have to go into Daniel 2, about it. But continuing, it devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and let you know what them 10 horns is, which that is another lesson for another day. But um, those 10 horns is basically um, that's Belgium, it's France, it's Italy, it's Luxembourg, the Netherlands, West Germany, and then in 1773, Denmark and United Kingdom and Ireland. Joining those seven in the 80s, you had Greece and Spain and Portugal, which are the 10. Okay, so that's letting you know right there. So now we about to go ahead, and because that little horn that they talk about is America. All right, so let's go to verse 8. It says, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them a little horn, before whom there were three of the first horns plucked up by the roots, and behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. Verse 9, it says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did it, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. So, as you can see, this is that's how when you go back to Genesis, hold on, which I know I could press the back button, but because when you go to Genesis chapters, this in 13, and there was no bread. But when we go down to 16, it says, and Joseph said, give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle if money fail. Okay. And then they brought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange the horses and for flocks, and for the cattle of the herds, and for the asses. And he fed them with bread and for all their cattle for that year. Okay, verse 18, it says, when that year was ended, they came unto him the second year and said unto him, we will not hide it from my Lord, how that our money is spent, my Lord. Also have our herds of cattle. There is not aught left in the sight of my Lord, but our bodies and our lands. You see, so it was some fucked up times. All right, they are it was going to offer they're going to want to offer themselves, man, so they can get that chip just to survive from famine and to be a part of Esau's kingdom, man. So like what I said, that's basically the end of the lesson. And that's why I showed these pictures. So basically, if you're not trying to be a part of this system, you can't live. You will be exterminated. Okay. Um. So hey, man, it is what it is, and Lord willing, nobody takes. Well, I'm not gonna say nobody, because we gonna see who really gonna be with the Lord on that day when that chip come out, and you ain't got no choice but either to take that or die. So, you know, we'll know who real and who ain't real when that day comes. But with that, I'm gonna read these 12 tribes, and we gonna go ahead and get another lesson in for tonight. I'm um I'm up, so I'm feeling pretty good. Um, Salakia, hold on. And like what I said, I don't be meaning for these videos to be long-winded. I do be meaning these videos to be kind of short and compacted, so y'all can get a good understanding and history and imagery, um, all in one, and word definitions and stuff like that. And I also wanted to show y'all this too, which if y'all don't know about this site, it's entomology, online entomology dictionary. Just type that in. You can get the app, or you can get you know Safari. This is another tool used to look up words in the Bible, and things of that nature. Um, it's a great source. It's a good source. It's a good source. It's a good source. The best source is always gonna be the scriptures, of course, but it's good. It's a good source, man. So let me go ahead and read these nations, and I'm gonna call it end, and I'll probably do my next lesson around like 2 or 2:30, Lord willing. I don't know what my next lesson gonna be. I'm kind of all over the place. I want to see what's kind of going on with these news articles I've been seeing a lot. All right. So the nations. All right. So you got so-called Negroes. All right. Judah, so-called Negroes. Benjamin, so-called Jamaicans. Levi, the so-called Haitians. Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans. Manasseh, the so-called Cubans. Simeon, the so-called Dominicans. Zebulon, uh, from Guatemala to Panama. Gad, the Native American Indians. Reuben, Seminole Indians. Issachar, so-called Mexicans. And Naphtali, okay, from Argentina to Chile. All right. Um, and with that, I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And until next time, Shalom.